Victor Echo 7, Charlie Mike Yankee, monitoring.
Calling the British Columbia Public Service Net. Good evening, everyone. Net control tonight, Victor Alpha 7, Romeo Alpha. At the mic of VE7 Sierra Charlie Charlie in Coquitlam. My name is Roly, Romeo Oscar Lima Yankee. This is a directed net. We meet daily at this time, 0130 UTC, on this frequency, 3729 kilohertz as a public service. All stations are welcome. Please zero beat this station. CW stations are asked to go down 700 hertz and give us a clear tone. Please do not interrupt the net except for an emergency, to contact a recent check-in, or to correct an error. And when you do so, give us your call letters with standard phonetics. First and foremost, are there any net liaison stations from the BCEN, CW Net, the Northern Net, the BC Yukon Traffic Net, and the Climate Readiness?
Victor Echo 7, Whiskey Juliet.
Victor Echo 7, Whiskey Juliet. Good evening, L.
A very good evening to you, Roly, and all on net. I've no traffic from the BC Yukon section traffic net. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you for being there, Al. And 7-3. Any more net liaison stations? CW, go ahead. QSL on that. Thank you, Stuart. Victor Alpha 7 Quebec Bravo and the CWNet on 3652 at top of the clock, and 7-3 to you. Any more net liaison stations? And just a reminder, we are streaming live on YouTube. Check us out at BCPSN and today's date, British Columbia Public Service Net, and the date today, of course, being the 23rd of the 8th of 23. VA7, Mike Victor, are you around tonight?
I am so. Good evening, and I'll be around. No traffic.
Thank you very much for being there, Ron, Mike Victor. And now, any mobiles or portables?
Victor Echo 7, Echo Kilo Golf.
Victor Echo 7, Echo Golf. Go ahead.
Yeah, Victor Echo 7, Echo Kilo Golf. I work here. You from Osprey.
Oh, there you go. From Osprey. Yeah, Echo Kilo Golf sounds better. And thank you. And 7-3 up there. Anything, any more mobiles or portables?
Victor Echo 7, Victor Uniform.
Okay, we had two of you right together. First, Victor Uniform.
Victor Echo 7, Victor Uniform. Good evening. No traffic.
QSL and nothing to report. And who's the other one?
Victor Echo 6, Kilo Portable 7, calling you from Pickles, and more glorious rain last night and a bit today.
Oh, hallelujah. Thank you. Any mention of rain now is a very, very good thing. Victor Echo 6, Kilo Portable 7 there at the lake, and thanks for checking in and giving us the report. Over.
And you're 30 over 9 here.
Okay, thank you. You were peaking 15 right there, and I appreciate the reports always. And let's see, any more mobiles or portables? Okay, there's a light CW in. Go ahead. Victor Echo 7, Bravo Echo Hotel, about a, let's see, I'd say maybe a 3, 3 and 9. I didn't hear the comeback. Was that a QRU? Okay, I'm pretty sure a Roger on that one. Did you hear him, Ron?
Yeah, fading in and out on me.
Yeah, same here. Okay, we're going to check you in, and thank you for being there on CW, and 73s for now. And, yep, Victor Alpha 7 Romeo Alpha, the BC Public Service Net, looking for mobiles and portables. Any relays? All right, moving along to announcements of general interest. Remember, we are always looking for net control operators. Want to be an NCS? It's a lot of fun. Should give it a shot. And contact Todd at VE7GBO, Golf Bravo Oscar at TELUS.net. All right. What else do we have? The Northern Net, of course, and that would be on 3775 following this net. Are there any more announcements from either our club or any other clubs? Any no, we'll get to that one. Any stations holding health and welfare bulletins, silent keys? Always good not to have any there. The order of rotation on Wednesdays: North, East, Alberta, South, U.S., and the islands. Now we'll call for station-to-station calls. All right, then. Nothing heard there. Moving along to the regular rotation, starting in the northern section. Looking north, Barrier, Burns Lake, and Clearwater.
Victor Alpha 7, Quebec Alpha Delta.
Victor Alpha 7, Quebec Alpha Delta. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening. No traffic.
Thank you very much. 7-3. You're a little light tonight, but we have you. Any more? Barrier, Burns Lake, Clearwater. Dawson Creek, Fort Nelson, and Fort St. John. Hagesburg, Kitimat, Mackenzie, McLeod Lake. That was a real light one. Was that, Al?
Yeah, it was. So Lima, November.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Go ahead. Pick them up.
Good evening, Al. Yeah, go ahead, Al. And with no traffic is good, 7-3. Go ahead there, Roly.
Yeah, very good. Weaker than well water, as we like to say. Thanks, Al, for being there, 7-3. Any more? Kitimat, Mackenzie, McLeod Lake. Mile Houses, Horse Lake, and Lone Butte.
Relay.
And go ahead with the relay.
I believe it's Victor Alpha 7, Alpha Charlie Fox. Go ahead again, your call.
Echo.
Oh, Echo. Was that Victor Echo 7? Now, go ahead again. You're not listening to me, or I'm not getting out. The station not acknowledged. Go ahead again. Oh, is that Victor Echo 6, Alpha Charlie? Alpha Charlie Fox. Okay, we got any traffic? Any traffic for us? Go ahead. Must have a noise level or something. Go ahead, Roy.
Okay, Victor Echo 7, Alpha Charlie Fox. Tony, good evening to you, and you're very light, and trust you have no traffic. Over.
Was that a 6 or a 7?
7. Kitimat. No correction?
I know you started off real loud and clear, and then he sort of faded out to me.
Yeah, okay. We'll leave it at that. I'm pretty sure it's, I was calling for Hagesburg, Kitimat, Mackenzie, McLeod Lake.
Okay, that would be Tony then.
Tony, that's correct. Okay, let's move along. Mile Houses, Horse Lake, and Lone Butte.
Victor Echo 7, Bravo Foxtrot Mike.
Good evening, Ron.
Hey, good evening, Roly. And I've got no traffic. Well, I got Len here with me, Victor Echo 7, Charlie Whiskey Alpha. And raining, or was raining here, which we really needed. And you've got a 25 over 9. You must be running full gallon.
I am running, we're running kilowatt and dipole at 80 feet, over.
Nice. And it's clear signal, too. Clear audio. Well done. Thank you.
It better be with the effort that's put into it. And running, by the way, the microphone's an Electro Voice RE20.
Good station.
Yeah.
300 with a 500-foot dipole and a high mic. So hopefully we're getting out there a foot.
Oh, you're doing very good. You're about 10 to 15 over. Not blowing the doors off her, but she's good. And thanks for being there tonight, Ron. And 7-3 to you and Len.
7-3 to all.
All righty. Any more Mile Houses, Horse Lake, and Lone Butte? British Columbia Public Service Net. Looking for check-ins from Prince George. Prince Rupert. Haida Gwaii. Cornell and Cinema. Smithers. Stewart and Terrace. Vanderhoof and Williams Lake.
Victor Alpha 7, Romeo Yankee Lima.
Good evening, Bob.
Very good evening, Roly, and good to all on net. And I have no traffic. Have a great evening, 7-3.
QSL, you're 5-9 down here, and 7-3 to you and yours. Any more? Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Alaska. Victor Alpha 7, Romeo Alpha at VE7 Sierra Charlie Charlie, streaming live on YouTube. BCPSN and today's date, looking for late check-ins from the northern section. All right, any mobiles or portables? Any station calls? Moving along into the eastern section, Armstrong, Ashcroft, and Castlegar. Cranbrook, Elko, Kimberley. Creston.
Victor Alpha 7, Lima Golf Romeo.
You're Alpha 7, Lima Golf Romeo. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Roly. You're 20 over at my site here. I'm sure you.
Thanks. 10 over is your report, Jerry, and appreciate your report. 7-3. Any more, Creston? Enderby. Falkland. Fairmont, Hot Springs, Grand Forks, and Invermere.
Victor Alpha 7, Delta Foxtrot Bravo.
Good evening, Dan.
Good evening, Roly. It's 20 degrees C here, overcast, very little smoke, which is good, and I have you about 20 over.
Okay, thanks for the report. You're 5-9 here, and yeah, about same temperature as well, and 7-3 over.
73 to you.
Roger on that. Any more? Fairmont, Hot Spring, Grand Forks, and Invermere.
87 Papa Sierra.
Okay, we had maybe 2 in there, but I'm going to go with Peter first.
Yeah, good evening, Roly. You're pinning my meter. Amazing signal tonight, just incredible. And no traffic from me. You can check in Heather, VE7 Delta Radio, and happy to report that we got just shy of 1 inch of rain between yesterday and today. So really happy with that one.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot, and good evening to Heather. Had her on the paper as you were speaking, and yeah, good stuff. So you're surviving out there. That's the main thing. Over.
Yeah, for sure. We sure needed it. I think it's been about 2 months since we had anything that you could actually count.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we sure need more, and hey, we'll just keep praying. Over.
Yeah. Have a good night. Great signal again.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any more of Fairmont, Hot Springs, Grand Forks, and Invermere?
V7 Sierra Whiskey Fox.
V7 Sierra Whiskey Fox. Good evening, Steve.
Hey, Mark, V7 Alpha Fox Zulu and I are here at the Provincial Regional Emergency Operations Center tonight. The Southwest Preoc is activated in support of the multitude of wildfires that are going on, and so we got more bodies in doing the comm check tonight.
Oh, wonderful. Thanks a lot. Good evening, Mark and Steve, and good to you guys. Thanks for stepping up to the plate again. Over.
Well, everyone is paying attention into that fire smart and keeping safe and listening to the evacuation plans. We've been lucky so far compared to some other states and countries that have not had some good luck. So it's important. It's not over with yet, and amateur radio operators do also play an important part in this. So keep up and on the air, gentlemen and ladies.
Yeah, very good, Steve, and thanks for the words of encouragement and the challenge. And we are up to it. 7-3 for now. Over. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Kamloops and Lillooet?
Victor Echo 7, Uniform Charlie.
Good evening, Jack.
Very good evening. You've got a nice signal this evening, as usual. 7-3.
Yeah, 20 to 25 over, Jack. Not too shabby yourself. 7-3. And good evening to, let's see, Kamloops and Lillooet, maybe Gary.
Victor Echo 7, Echo Mike.
Victor Echo 7, Echo Mike, good evening. Go ahead. Anything for us, Gary?
No, I don't. No traffic.
Yeah, okay. How about a report? You're 25 over. Go ahead.
Thank you very much.
All right, and how about John? VE7 Bravo Papa Sierra.
Victor Echo 7, Bravo Papa Sierra. Yeah, good evening, Roly, and everyone on the net. No traffic, Roly, from my station, 7-3.
Yeah, you're looking better tonight, hitting the 20 mark, and thanks, John, 7-3. Any more? Kamloops, Lillooet.
Victor Alpha 7, Kilo Echo Oscar.
Victor Echo 7, Kilo Echo Oscar. Go ahead, Ken.
Good evening, Roly. Good evening to all on the net. No traffic from Lillooet.
QSL, nothing to report from Lillooet, 7-3. Any more? Kamloops, Lillooet. Kelowna, Oyama, Winfield, and West Bank. Merritt and Nelson.
Victor Echo 7 Charlie Whiskey Tango.
B7 Charlie Whiskey Tango, good evening.
Good evening. You're a solid 10 over S9 coming into Merritt, and we have no traffic.
Okay, very good. I'm just trying to find you here. Charlie Whiskey Tango, and in Merritt, it's been a while, I think. Have you been checking in regularly?
Yeah, well, I've been away for a while, but I'm kind of back on a regular basis now. The handle here is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, and the QTH is actually Lower Nicola, just outside of Merritt, but I call it Merritt anyway.
Good for you. I put you down in the Merritt region, and there you go, Doug, and thanks for getting back in the air. And yeah, because Merritt, I heard in the news that, I don't know, not much has been done there since they've had their troubles, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's been awfully slow on the recovery from the major floods that occurred 2 years ago. But they're slow but sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all we can do. All right, 7-3, good signal. Any more? Now let's see from Merritt and Nelson. All right, moving along to the Okanagan Falls.
Hey, we're here. Victor Alpha 7 Golf Victor. And check Donna in Victor Echo 7 Kilo Lima, India. She's resting her leg tonight.
Still resting that old shav. Okay, good stuff. Well, you know what? That's what is required, so it heals well. Good enough, Donna. Good evening to you, and thanks for you guys checking in from the metropolis of Okanagan Falls.
You won't forget that, will you? Oh, boy. Anyways, have a good nap.
Yeah, never. All right, moving along to Oliver, Soyuz, and Karamias.
Victor Echo 7, Papa Bravo, Foxtrot.
Good evening, Frank.
Good evening, Roly. Guy gets mad if you don't call the metropolis. Say his bar of mine. No traffic from Oliver, sir. Of course, you're looking good on YouTube, huh?
Okay, thank you. First report, I think. Good stuff. You're about 15 over 9, and a big thumbs up for that. 7-3.
7-3, Roly.
All righty, any more Oliver, Soyuz, and Karamias? Moving into Penticton, Peachland, and Naramata.
Victor Echo 7, Lima, Juliet, Mike.
Good evening, Cliff.
And good evening to all on net. No traffic here in Naramata. Back to net, 73s.
Okay, Cliff, solid 20 over, 7-3. Any more? Penticton, Peachland, and Naramata. Revelstoke, Roslyn Trail, Fruitvale, and Salmo.
Victor Echo 7, Lima, Juliet, Lima.
Good evening, Larry.
Yeah, good evening. You're S9 plus a whole bunch up here. No traffic tonight.
Okay, very good. And thanks for that. You got a great signal as well. And 7-3 to you, Larry. VE7 Lima, Juliet, Lima. Clear with you. Looking for any more from Revelstoke, Roslyn Trail, Fruitvale.
Over here now?
Give me your call, please.
Quebec. That sounds like Roly.
It sure is, Patty. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I got to get back to the kitchen. Thanks, Roly. Nothing from Rainy Cinema.
Oh, well, do a happy dance and thank the Lord for the rain. Over.
You betcha. We've had about 5 inches this month now, so we're pretty safe, I think.
Oh, amazing. That's a good report. Thanks a lot, and get back there and chow down. 7-3. Roger on that. Any more down through to Edgewood Hills, Salmon Arm, Sycamoose, Tappan Chase, Sereno?
Victor Echo 7, Foxtrot X-Ray, Papa.
Victor Echo 7, Foxtrot X-Ray, Papa. Good evening.
Good evening, Roly. You're peaking 15 over here tonight.
Oh, very good. Thank you. I didn't take a look at the signal. Go ahead and give me another one.
Now, things are pretty good here tonight in Sorrento. A little less smoke, and hopefully things will stay that way.
Yeah, amen. That's right. And by the way, you're 20 over 9. Great signal, and 7-3. All right, any more check-ins from Salmon Arm, Sycamoose, Tappan, Chase, Sereno?
Victor Echo 7, Oscar Hotel Romy.
Echo 7, Oscar Hotel Mike, was it?
Romeo.
Oscar Hotel Romeo?
USL.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, no traffic to Sycamoose. Have a good evening.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And 7-3 to you as well in Sycamoose. Any more? Calling for check-ins from Summerland. Vernon and Lumbee.
Victor Echo 7, Zulu Delta Lima.
Victor Echo 7, Zulu Delta Lima. Good evening.
Good evening, Roly. You're looking good on YouTube in your favorite shirt. 5-9 plus 20 and no traffic from Vernon.
How did you know it was my favorite? Yes, it is. Now it became that, Carl. And thanks for the report on the YouTube feed. Appreciate it. 7-3. All right, Vernon and Lumbee.
Victor Echo 7, Zulu Kilowatt Delta.
Victor Echo 7, Zulu Kilowatt Delta. Go ahead, John, there in the Silver Star.
Good evening, Roly. You have a beautiful 20/9 signal tonight. Solid and clear. As usual, the modulation is fabulous. We are QRU from Silver Star, and we woke up to puddles on the ground this morning. I was so happy.
Wonderful. Love to hear that. Go do a happy dance in the puddle, John. Thanks for the report. I'm glad to hear that some of the water is getting down to where it's needed. Over.
Roger.
Yeah, 7-3. Any more, Vernon Lumbee?
Victor Echo 7, Echo Zulu India.
Okay, standby, Wendingen Hotel, Echo Zulu India first.
Yeah, good evening, Roly, and everybody on the net. Beautiful evening here. I say it's beautiful because it's only 19 degrees, and I like it. And, yeah, a little bit of cloudy, but there's blue sky, I think, up there somewhere. And we had one piddly little millimeter of rain, is what I recorded today, so that's not much. Anyway, you got good signal over S9 and very nice audio. Here's one more for you.
Evening, Roly. Victor Echo 7, India, Golf Bravo, with no traffic. Thanks for doing the net. Have a good evening. 73.
Okay, 7-3s, 88s, 99s, all the good numbers, Grace, and to you and Bob there. And thanks for the good report. You're 20 over yourselves, and 7-3. Any more, Vernon Lumbee?
Victor Echo 7, Uniform India Hotel.
That's it. Ted, go ahead.
Good evening, Roly. Yeah, you're peaking 5 and 20 over. It's sounding really good tonight. No traffic.
Likewise, the band is in great shape. Thanks for the good report, and 7-3. And still calling Vernon Lumbee.
Victor Alpha 7, Delta Romeo Sierra.
And how's it looking up there, David?
Good evening. You can check in Diane as well. Delta Mike Tango. And we have no traffic.
All right, very good. We got Victor Alpha 7, Delta Mike Tango. Diane, good evening to her. And to you, Dave, 7-3. Any more, Vernon Lumbee? Any relays? All right, this is the British Columbia Public Service Net. Victor Alpha 7, Romeo Alpha at VE7 Sierra Charlie. And getting reports finally coming in on YouTube at BCPSN and today's date. And we're looking for late check-ins from the eastern section.
Victor Echo 7, Alpha Oscar Alpha.
Okay, CW, stand by for Alpha Oscar Alpha. Go ahead, Jerry.
Very good evening. No traffic from my station here, at least, in Creston.
All right, very good. And you're about 10 over 9, Jerry, 7-3. Any more from Creston, or sorry, to the eastern section? All right, CW, go ahead. Okay, very good. I missed a letter there, I think. VE7 Zulu question mark.
November.
Zulu November. That's what I stumbled on that one. VE7 Zulu November, and you're 599. Go ahead. Thank you very much. And 7-3. Any more late from the east? All right. Mobiles and portables. Station to station calls. This is the British Columbia Public Service Net looking across the mountains to Alberta. Any VE6, VA6s? Okay, got two of them in there. Might need help, Ron. Delta India first. Echo 6, was there a Delta India? Delta Juliet? Okay, good evening, and thanks for being there. Very light. The skip is short, I guess. And who is the other one, over? Victor Echo 6, November Alpha? Alpha Yankee? Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Yeah, we just don't have the band yet, but I think it'll probably open up. Anyway, 7-3s to you. Any more VE6, VA6s? VA7, Mike Victor, take it away.
Victor Echo 6, Kilo Whiskey Alpha, go ahead. Hardy, have a good evening. The band's a little up and down tonight, but we got you, 7-3. And anybody else in Alberta or east of Alberta? Alberta or east of Alberta for the BCNet? I know there's another one there, but I can't pull them out. Go ahead there, Roy.
Okay, there's another one trying to check in from Alberta. Try it, or east of Alberta. Try it again. Any relays from Alberta that can help us get that one in? All right, come back and check in anytime you wish for the rest of the net, and the band may just be favorable. 7-3 for now, and let's see, moving along then to the southern section of British Columbia, and calling for Abbotsford and Clearbrook.
Victor Alpha 7 Tango Victor.
Alpha 7 Tango Victor, go ahead, Bruce.
No traffic.
USL. Oh, sorry, I cut you off, Bruce. Was there something else?
No, I just said no traffic.
VE7 Uniform Golf.
Okay, good stuff. Thanks, Bruce. And 7-3 to you, and VE7 Uniform Golf. Go ahead.
Yeah, VE7 Uniform Golf. Thanks for picking me up there. Conditions there. You're doing a good job. No traffic. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome, and it is our pleasure to have the net for sure. And it's a standing tradition. 7-3. Any more Abbotsford and Clearbrook?
Victor Echo 7 November Oscar Whiskey.
Okay, got two of you in. Stand by. Ken, take it away first.
No traffic here. You're 20 over here. Thank you.
Yeah, you are bang on 20 over, Ken. 7-3. And who's the other one?
Victor Echo 7 Charlie November Zulu.
Hey, 7 Charlie November Zulu. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, good evening, Roly. Nice shirt to get on there today. You're looking good on the tube, and we have no traffic.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And 7-3 to you and yours. Any more Abbotsford and Clearbrook? Moving along into Burnaby. British Columbia Public Service Net calling Burnaby. Chilliwack Sardis, Rosedale Hope.
Victor Echo 7 India Foxtrot Delta.
Victor Echo 7 India Foxtrot Delta. Go ahead, Dave.
No traffic in Chilliwack. Thank you.
QSL 10 over, Dave. Any more Chilliwack Sardis? Tri-Cities. And yes, Richard, we did get you VA7 Romeo Lima Whiskey. You are on the paper. I'm sure you're listening somewhere. He's buzzing around here. Any more Port Coquitlam, Port Moody, and Port Moody? Port Coquitlam, and Port Moody. Oh, dear. The net is calling for Delta, Ladner, and Tawasin.
Victor Alpha 7 Golf Charlie Delta.
Victor 7 Golf Charlie Delta. Take it away, George. Save the day.
Yeah, no traffic, Roly in North Delta. We're doing good.
Yeah, good stuff, and you're sounding great. 7-3. Any more Delta, Ladner, Tawasin?
X-Ray Hotel Bravo.
X-Ray Hotel Bravo, was that correct?
Affirmative, no traffic from North Delta, Victor Alpha 7, X-ray Hotel Bravo 73.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot. And I'm pretty sure I've checked in before. What's the name, over?
It is Horus hiding at the top.
I didn't get it.
Horace.
Hotel Lulu Alpha Charlie Echo.
Oh, Horst. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just looking down the list. I don't know why. I know I've talked to you before, Horst, and I heard you there, Todd. Thank you for the correction or the help. And that's X-ray Hotel Bravo, correct?
Yeah, that's Horace.
Spell it.
Hotel Oscar Romeo, India Sierra.
Alpha Charlie Echo.
Spell it, Horace. Go ahead.
Hotel Oscar Romeo Alpha Charlie Echo. Last week you said was hiding on the top.
Oh, yeah, I got it now, Horace. And it's Victor Echo 7, correct?
Victor Alpha.
Okay, Alpha 7. Got it. Okay, thanks. And there you go. A little help for you maybe as well, Todd, over.
Yeah, I was spelling it. The last two letters were India Sierra, but no, it's Alpha Charlie, I think, isn't it? Or, sorry, Alpha Sierra?
Alpha Charlie Echo. Anyway, let's move along. Thanks, Horst, for being there and having patience with us. And I'm pretty sure I heard a CW. Go ahead. Great. Thanks for your patience, John. And VE7 Bravo Delta Quebec 599 and 73. Yep. Any more? Delta Ladner Thwasson. Calling with check-ins from Princeton.
Victor Alpha 7, Victor Romeo Victor.
Good evening, Ron.
A very good evening, Roly. Thanks for checking me in tonight with no traffic from Princeton, 7320.
Good, great 15 over 9 signal, Ron 73. Any more, Princeton? Langley, Fort Langley, and Elder Grove. Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows.
7 Hotel Delta Quebec.
7 Hotel Delta Quebec. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, sir. No traffic for you.
QSL, thank you for being there, 7-3. Any more?
Victor Echo 7, Whiskey Sierra.
Echo 7, Whiskey Sierra. Go ahead, Wayne.
Yeah, good evening, Roly. You're, of course, about 25-30 over here, and no traffic from Maple Ridge.
Good stuff, and you're 20 over yourself, Wayne, 7-3. Any more Maple Ridge, Pitt Meadows?
Victor Echo 7, Charlie Mike India.
V7 Charlie Mike India. Good evening, Leslie.
No traffic for me, 73 to everyone.
Okay, thank you, dear. 7-3. And any more?
VE7 X-ray.
Good evening, Marty.
Pleasant good evening, Roly. No traffic tonight. Thank you.
Okay, right up there, 20 plus, 7-3. Any more Maple Ridge, Pitt Meadows? This is the British Columbia Public Service Net calling from Mission. No check-ins from Mission, so we'll go to New Westminster.
Victor Echo 7 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Victor Echo 7 Whiskey Foxtrot. How's Rick doing? You okay, Rick?
111. Okay, here we go. I'm using my old FT101 Echo. How's it sound?
It's not the best.
Yeah, I fire it up every once in a while, blow the spiders out. Thank you.
Yeah, it might be just hitting it a little too hard. You got to go easy with these old babies.
Yeah, don't know it.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, good enough. Anyway, we would be able to get the message through. Over.
Yeah, you know, for a 50-year-old radio, it seems to be in pretty good shape. It needs to be recapped.
I think it needs something. It's definitely not the cleanest signal on the air. Anyway, thanks, Rick. 7-3, bud. Talk to you later. All right, any more North and West Vancouver?
Victor Echo 7, Delta Bravo, Quebec.
Delta Bravo, Quebec, good evening.
Good evening, Roly, and all on that. I have no traffic.
Thanks, David. Take care. Any more North and West? Vancouver.
Victor Echo 7, Hotel Charlie Papa.
B7 Hotel Charlie Papa, good evening.
Good evening, negative traffic. Hope everyone has a great day.
Okay, very good, and we are having a great day. 7-3. Any more?
Victor Echo 7, Lima Uniform Juliet.
Okay, you went a little light on me on the last couple of letters. Give it to me again.
Lima Uniform Juliet.
Lena Uniform Juliet. Good evening.
Good evening, Roly. Nice to hear you.
Very good, and likewise you, and 7-3s. All right, any more North and West Vancouver? Pal River, Sunshine Coast, and Texada.
Victor Alpha 7 Romeo Juliet, Quebec.
Victor Alpha 7 Romeo Juliet, Quebec.
Good evening from Seychelles and no traffic.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Rich. 7-3. Any more?
Victor Echo 7 Juliet Golf Zulu.
Echo 7 Juliet Golf Zulu, over.
Good evening. No traffic from Roberts Creek, 73.
Okay, very good. Nothing from Roberts Creek, 7-3. Any more? Powell River, Sunshine Coast, and Texada. BC Public Service Net calling for Richmond.
Victor Echo 7 Sierra Foxtrot Whiskey.
Good evening, Sandy.
Yeah, good evening, Roly. You sound great. Signals are dropping, though, and we have no traffic. Thank you, Roly.
Okay, well, you're a solid 10 over and 7-3. Any more? Surrey.
Victor Alpha 7 Sierra Juliet Tango.
Good evening, Stuart.
Good evening, Roly. I have nothing for you.
All right, no problem. Good solid signal across the river. Any more, Surrey?
Victor Echo 7 Victor Papa.
Victor Echo 7 Victor Papa. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, I just got to say good evening to Stuart and good evening to yourself and everyone on that. No traffic for me. Have a good one. 73.
Great. Very good, strong 20 over 9 signal. Any more, Surrey? This is the BC Public Service Net calling for Vancouver.
Victor Echo 7 Alpha Victor Golf.
Victor Echo 7 Alpha Victor Golf. Go ahead, Ray.
Good evening, I'm QRU.
QSL QRU 7-3 Vancouver. BC Net calling for check-ins from Whistler, Pemberton, and Squamish. White Rock.
Victor Echo 7 Charlie Romeo Tango.
Good evening, Demi.
Good evening to all on net. No traffic.
USL 15 over, Demi. Thank you for being there. Take care. Any more?
Victor Alpha 7 Kilo Lima.
Victor Alpha 7 Kilo Lima must be back home, Costa.
Yes, I'm back home. Actually, you have a great signal even on my loop on the ground antenna. I use separate antenna for receiving, and you are 10 over S9 on the antenna lying on the ground. No traffic from my station.
Okay, well, you're 40 over 9. Strongest signal on the band again tonight. And thanks, Costas. And that's the way to do it. And you're doing a great job. 7-3. All right, any more White Rock? This is Victor Alpha 7 Romeo Alpha to Micah VE7 Sierra Charlie Charlie in Coquitlam calling for south of the border.
Kilo Lima 7, Quebec Kilo.
Kilo Lima 7, Quebec Kilo. Go ahead, Ned.
You're looking real handsome again on YouTube. No traffic from Shaw Island. Thanks.
Okay, very good. You know how to get the smiles going. You're a charmer. 7-3. We love the reports. Any more USA?
Kilo Delta 7 Lima.
Good evening, Gary.
Yeah, good evening, Roly, and all on net. You're about 30 over tonight. No traffic from Spokane Valley.
Well, you're up tonight, and there's nights I struggle to hear you, but tonight you are 10 over 9. Over?
Oh, it must be the smoke.
It's got to be, yes. It's helping. Anyway, 7-3, Gary. Any more USA? All right, the BC Public Service Net calling for late check-ins from the southern section and the U.S.
Victor Alpha 7, Victor Echo Bravo.
Okay, Victor Alpha 7, Victor Echo Bravo. Over.
Hey, Roger. No traffic. Hello there going on there.
Okay, very good. Thanks, 7-3. Any more? Late from the south in the U.S. Any mobiles or portables?
Victor Echo 7, November Bravo, portable.
All right, had two of you in there, but November Bravo portable first. Where are you portable?
Yeah, good evening, Roly. How about it's Sprout Lake, Provincial Park, outside of Port Alberta, doing some parks on the air, 3740. Thanks so much.
Okay, very good. You got your plug-in, 3740, guys, if you want to work a park on the air and get that big ticket on the wall.
Thanks so much.
All right, 7-3. There was a light one in there. Let me hear it again. Victor Alpha 7, Mike Papa Golf, over. Okay, very good. No traffic, and if you said something important after it, please repeat.
He was in Long Harbor.
Okay, Long Harbor. Okay, very good. Thanks for that. Victor Alpha 7, Quebec, India. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I didn't want to butt in, but yeah, good evening.
And not a problem. You already did. You relayed, and so therefore you are important. Good evening, Eric.
Good evening. It's a bit cooler on Quadra today, down to 16.3 at the moment.
Yeah, you know what? I wore shorts in here, and the air's on, and my knees are cold. Stirring up the arthritis, over.
I know about that one. You're 20 over S9 here.
Yeah, very good. Thanks. Same here. Thanks, Eric, and yeah, consider yourself in 7-3. All right, any more mobiles and portables?
I'm back in a few there, Roy.
Go ahead, Todd.
I'm back in a few.
Oh, okay, got it. And y'all come back, you hear? Any more mobiles, portables? Okay, station calls. Okay, moving along to the island section. Alert Bay, Malcolm Island, Port Alice, Hardy, McNeil, Was, down through to Quadra.
Victor Alpha 7, Lima Alpha Papa, Luigi, Campbell River.
All right, very good. Sure, we'll take Campbell River when we can get them. Go ahead, Lou.
Aye, my old son. Top of the evening to you, sir. Tip of the hat to the rest of the lads there. And I've got no traffic tonight. And thank you for your service and dedication. BA7 LAP.
Thanks, Lou. 7-3 to you. Any more?
Victor Echo 7, Tango Victor Romeo.
Okay, we had two of you in there. One ending in Romeo. Stand by. Who's the other one?
Victor Echo 7, Tango Mike Oscar.
That was it. Tango Mike Oscar. Good evening. Over.
Good evening. Cold boxes, just a little smoky. No traffic.
All right, thanks a lot. And so you got a bit of a hum on power supply maybe on your signal. Might want to check that one out. And 7-3s for tonight. And now, who else was there? I think it was Mike, VE7 Tango Victor Romeo.
Roger that, Rory. Good evening. Hope things are well. No traffic from Quadra this evening. 7-3 to all.
Good. 10 over 9 signal, Mike. 7-3 there on Quadra. Any more?
Victor Alpha 7, Foxtrot Whiskey Alpha, Frank Quadra.
Yes, it is, Frank, and good evening.
Good evening, Roly. No traffic, as usual. 7-3 to all.
Oh, you're welcome, and 7-3 to you, too. Any more down through to Campbell River, Gold River, and Discovery, Quadra?
Victor Echo 7, Whiskey Mike Uniform.
Victor Echo 7, Whiskey Mike Uniform. Go ahead.
Yeah, Bill from Campbell River. No traffic for the net. Your signal coming in to me is 10 over and coming in loud and clear. Victor Echo 7, Whiskey Mike Uniform clear.
Thanks for the great report, Bill. And you are also 10 over 9. Good, solid signal. Take care. Any more? Calling for Comox, Courtney, and Hornby.
Victor Alpha 7, Golf Mike Hotel.
Alpha 7, Golf Mike Hotel. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, I was wondering, anybody get any rain? I'm at Buckley Bay down here just south of Courtney. We never got any. I wanted to, but didn't even spit kind of thing over.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? It feels like rain on my knees right now. I wore shorts to the club, and the AC is on, and it's really cool. And anyway, we're always complaining about something, right?
Yeah, right. Otherwise, no traffic.
Yeah, okay. 7-3. All right, any more Comox, Courtney, Hornby? BC Public Service calling for check-ins from the Cowichan Valley area, Malhat. Gabriola. Bowen Island. Ladysmith, Datus, Cassidy. Nanaimo.
VE7 Bravo Golf Papa.
Good evening, Jerry.
Good evening, everyone. No traffic gone to a 2-meter net.
Okay, good, solid, sharp 20/9 signal. Enjoy the net. Any more Nanaimo?
7 Charlie Mike Yankee.
7 Charlie Mike Yankee. Go ahead.
Mike in Parksville here. No traffic, 73 safe.
Okay, very good. And coming in nice and clear from Parksville, which, by the way, I don't know how you knew that, but it's next on the list. Over.
I guess I'm just drinking the right tea.
You sure are. You're a great help. Thanks. And that brings me to saying Lanceville, Parksville, Qualicum Beach, and the Noose.
Good evening, Roly. V7 Fox Bravo.
Good evening, Fox Bravo. And how's James?
I can't complain, my friend. Can't complain.
Amen to that one. Yeah, take it as you get it. And 7-3, see a nice 15 to 20 over, James. Any more? Lanceville, Parksville, Qualicum, and the Noose.
Victor Alpha 7, Foxtrot Oscar Golf.
Your Echo 7, Fox Oscar Golf. Go ahead.
Victor Alpha, Roly, as usual, just coming in a bit late, in and out, and I have no traffic.
Yeah, no problem. And the Alpha is on the page. And if I said Echo, I always do.
Yeah, I know. That's the way it goes. Anyways, 7-3.
Yeah, it's hard to clear an old brain like that. Take care, bud. Any more?
Victor Alpha 7, Hotel Uniform Mike.
Second Hotel Uniform Mike. Go ahead, Brent.
Hey, good evening, Roly. Yeah, I'm a little late as well. I've got to head back to, I'm doing dinner here. I missed the earlier part. No traffic from Quadra. You have a good net.
Yeah, no problem. We'll take you when we get you. 7-3. And any more? Lanceville, Parksville, Qualicum, the Noose. All right. How about Port Alberni?
Victor Echo 7, Sierra Alpha.
Echo 7, Sierra Alpha. Go ahead, Bruce.
Good evening, Roly. No traffic from the port.
QSL 10 to 15 over. Any more up there in the port?
Echo 7, Charlie Baker Lehman, Echo 7, Foxtrot, Quebec. Good evening, no traffic.
All right, very good, Tom, and good evening to Loretta. VE7 Fox Papa Quebec and VE7 Charlie Bravo Lima 7-3. Any more?
Victor Echo 7, Golf India. Nothing tonight, Roly.
All right, not a problem. VE7 GI. Thanks, Doug. And 7-3.
Take care, my friend.
Yep. Any more Port Alberni? All right, the BC Public Service Net's moving along to Salt Spring, Maine, and Galliano.
Victor Alpha 7, Alpha X-Ray Hotel.
Alex, good evening.
Good evening, and I have no traffic from Salt Spring.
Good stuff. Nothing from Salt Spring. As usual, a great signal. And who's the other one?
The 7 Golf Delta Hotel.
Good evening, Keith.
Yeah, good evening, Roly, and all on that. Well, I was going to say no traffic from Salt Spring, but good signal here.
Yeah, right on. I hear you. And 20 over, by the way. Great signal. 7-3, Keith.
Yeah, 7-3, same signal here.
Yep. Any more Salt Spring? Maine. Galliano. Calling for Sydney and Souk.
Victor Alpha 7, Foxtrot Alpha.
Good evening, Frank.
Yeah, good evening, and I have no traffic today. Thank you.
QSL, another 20 over. It just seems to be the standard tonight. Any more Sydney Souk?
Victor Echo 7, Bravo Whiskey Alpha, Bruce Central Sandwich. No traffic, over.
Yeah, very good, Bruce. Thank you for coming in from Central Saanich. Any more, Sydney Souk? Calling for Euclid in the West Coast. And wrapping it up with the capital, Victoria. Victor Alpha 7 Romeo Alpha at VE7 Sierra Charlie Charlie. Calling for Victoria.
Victor Echo 7 Echo Echo Papa.
7 Echo Echo Papa, good evening.
Good evening. We have 4 in the Operations Center today. My call sign is Victor Echo 7 Juliet Charlie Zulu. We also have Bill VA7 Whiskey Alpha Echo. And we have Han BE7 Oscar Echo Sierra. And Larry Victor Echo 7 Echo Alpha.
Okay, what's Mary's call again?
Victor Echo 7 Echo Alpha.
Okay, very good, Mary. Good evening to you. VE7 Echo Alpha and VE7 Oscar Echo Sierra. I don't write the names down, but you all know who you are. VA7 Alpha 7 Whiskey Alpha Echo, and thank you, VE7 Juliet Charlie Echo. And very good. So take care and have a good evening. All right, very good. Thanks there. Good lineup, and great to hear the EOCs and stuff getting checked, or at least the fire halls and all that sort of thing up on the air. Any more from Victoria area? Okay, we're going to open her up there and make a general call, and you've been pretty quiet, Ron, so I think I'm just going to let you head it off at general call for anybody.
Alrighty, give it a try. This is VA7 Mike Victor, relay for the BC Net, looking for anybody, any direction, light or mist.
Alpha 7, Bravo Delta Golf.
Victor Echo 7, a Bravo Delta Golf. Good evening.
Alpha 7 there, Ron.
Sorry about that. There was about 14 people at the same time, and I only picked the last part of it. So go ahead.
Yeah, I was pulling a piece out of the oven when Cowichan Valley got called. Anyways, no traffic.
Alrighty, no traffic is good. 7-3, and one of the others, go ahead.
Juliet Mike Bravo.
VE7 to Juliet Mike Bravo. Good evening.
6.
Victor Echo 6 Juliet Mike Bravo, and no traffic.
Echo 6 Juliet Mike Bravo, and no traffic. And thanks for that. You have a good evening. VE7 Alpha Bravo Romeo and VE7 November Sierra Tango. Good evening.
Hey, it's getting caught up there. Everything's good in here, not the smoke, but we're going into bush tomorrow, so I don't know when I'll be back. And no traffic there, Ron.
Alrighty, and no rain up there?
A little bit here and there. It's not a big deal. The smoke is from up there that we can set out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, it rained here a little bit last night, and looking for a little bit more tonight. Anyway, thanks, Martin. Have a good evening. And there was a bunch of somebody else come now.
Victor Echo 7, Bravo Echo Fox.
Victor Echo 7, a Bravo Echo Fox. Good evening.
A very good evening, Ron. You've got a good signal into Gabriola, and I have no traffic for the net this evening.
And with no traffic, thanks, Richard. Have a good evening. And anybody else?
Victor Echo 7.
Victor Echo 7, Mike Zulu Papa.
Victor Echo 7, X-ray Whiskey, I think it was Alpha. Go ahead again.
Yeah, Roger. X-ray Whiskey Alpha. I have no traffic.
Already, and no traffic is good. 7-3, and yeah, you got covered up by a few more. Thanks. And the other one, go ahead.
Victor Echo 7, Mike Zulu Papa.
Victor Echo 7, Mike Zulu Papa. Good evening.
Good evening. No traffic from Peachland here, and we're at 20 degrees. Have a great evening.
That's pretty cool for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, it's down there a little bit, but it's really nice to do a bit of work.
I can imagine that. Alrighty, have a good evening, 7-3. The BCNet's looking for later mist in any direction.
VE7 Echo November Papa.
VE7 Echo November Papa. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good signal tonight. You're 20 over and Roly was 30 over. I'm at Hummingbird Island near the Jervis Inlet area. Being portable, but no traffic here. Nice and calm. And please check in Allison Victor Alpha 7 Alpha Sierra Kilo. Thanks very much.
Alrighty, and Victor Alpha 7 Alpha Sierra Kilo, and you two have a good evening, 7-3. And was there another station? Go ahead. Anybody in any direction later missed?
Victor Echo 7, Sugar Mike Charlie.
Already said, Victor Echo 7, Sugar Mike Charlie. Good evening.
Good evening, Ron, all stations. This is Victor Echo 7, Sugar Mike Charlie. Sydney Jacqueline, Charles Ida Dwight. No traffic. How we hitting you there, Ron? Back to relay. Over.
Oh, somewhere around the 5-9 part, I think, something like that. Anyway, thanks, Sid. Have a good evening. And the other station, go ahead.
Victor Echo 7, Echo India, November 2.
Victor Echo 7, Echo India, and November. Good evening.
It's Cliff in Clearwater, no traffic. Beautiful evening here, except for the smoke. And good evening to everybody on the net.
Alrighty, thanks, Cliff. Have a good evening. 7-3. BCNet's looking for a later miss. Any direction?
Kilo Bravo November.
Victor Echo 7, Tango Bravo November. Good evening.
Good evening, Ron, and everybody on the net. And you're about a 30 over, which is great. I've got a high noise floor here. No traffic from Roberts Creek. Thanks, and 7-3.
Yeah, thanks for that, and you have a good evening. And you're pretty strong too. I didn't look at the meter, but I also have a high noise level tonight. A little bit unusual for whatever reason. Probably something to do with the weather change or something. Anyway, 7-3, and there was another station in there. Go ahead.
Victor Echo 7, Kilo Bravo Kilo.
Victor Echo 7, Kilo Bravo Kilo. Good evening.
Good evening. No traffic from Armstrong. 7-3 all.
And nothing at Armstrong is good. 7-3. And anybody else in any direction?
Victor Echo 7, Zulu Tango.
Victor Echo 7, Zulu Tango. Good evening.
Good evening, Ron and Roly and everybody else on net. I just thought I'd wait a while for the rest to get over before I jumped in there, so I'm QRU.
Yeah, and you're QRU. It's just like contesting almost there for a bit. Thanks. Have a good evening. And anybody else in any direction? Okay, we have a CW in there. Go ahead. VE7 at Delta Echo Hotel. Thanks, Ron, and I copy the QRU.
Roger on that, Ron, and it's good that you're there. And 73s, thanks for checking me in. B7DH standing by.
Party, and on the voice as well, 7-3. You have a good evening. And the BC Net's looking for anybody in any direction.
N7.
Okay, the N7, go ahead. I think there's an American station in there. Go ahead. Okay, maybe not. Anybody else in any direction for the BC Net? Come now.
VE7 Foxtrot Echo India.
VE7 Foxtrot Echo India. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Just on the wire, no traffic.
Or no traffic is good. You have a good evening, 7-3, and the net's looking for anybody else in any direction.
Victor Echo 7, Papa Hotel Mike.
Victor Echo 7, Papa Hotel Mike. Good evening.
Good evening.
Your audio is a little bit too strong. Go ahead again.
Good evening. Yeah, this is Peter from Salt Spring Island.
Alrighty, Peter. Yeah, your audio is a little bit too overdriving, I think, and a little hard to copy there. Any traffic?
No traffic.
Alrighty, and no traffic is just fine. 7-3, and there was another station, a weaker station. Go ahead. Okay, something Lima. Was that a Lima Delta X-ray? Yeah, I'm having a hard. I got a noise level I don't normally have. It's like just about an S9, and you're just coming into that. Go ahead, your call sign again. Victor Echo 6, Kilo Delta X-ray. Good evening. Already in QRU, and yeah, I got you. Even though I have a high noise level, got you. Have a good evening, 7-3. And the BC Net's looking for anybody else in any direction. Later missed.
There was one ending in M just back. Who was that?
And there's somebody keyed up. That was probably you, Roly. Go ahead.
I say there's one ending in M, just a couple back, maybe one before Kilo Delta X-ray. Rudy come in, FEI, and then one ending in M.
Kilo Alpha November, was it?
Maybe it was Kilo Alpha November then. That's VE7?
6.
VE6, Kilo. I had Kilo Delta X-ray and then Kilo Alpha November. Is that correct?
Kilo Delta November was the one. Yeah, we weren't really keeping too much track there.
Okay. I don't believe that's what I was looking for. And there was a November attempted to make a transmission. Was that November 7 Bravo India X-ray?
All I got was a November 7 and abruptly stopped.
And November 7 Kilo Sierra Charlie's another November 7 we usually have. He must have had something kick out on him.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah.
Okay, very good. And this is Victor Alpha 7 Romeo Alpha on the BC Net, winding things down. Anyone wishing to check in late, come now.
Victor Echo 7 Romeo Sierra.
Okay, two of you, VE7 Romeo Sierra, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. No traffic from Penticton. Al here, Alpha Lima.
Okay, very good, Al and Penticton, thank you. And who's the other one? Alpha Juliet. Go ahead, Ron.
X-ray Alpha Kilo.
X-ray Alpha Kilo. Okay, big mistake on that one. Alpha X-ray Kilo. That's Whistler. Did I get it right, Ron?
Nicusp.
Oh, Nicusp. Okay, I did get it backwards. Thank you very much for Nicusp and 7-3. Any more anywhere? Okay, two of you again. VE7 Lima Oscar Papa first.
No traffic from North Delta 73.
North Delta, great. Band's changing. And who's the other one? Go ahead, Ron.
Didn't hear it. Like I say, my noise level's up to about 9.
I got it. Try it again, please. Anyone relay that one in?
It sounded like Chuck, Victor Echo 7 Tango Echo Tango. Was that you, Chuck? Yeah, Roger. Yeah, Victor Echo 7 Tango Echo Tango. Good evening, Chuck, and good evening, Beth. 7-3.
Good ear, Todd, and thanks, Chuck, for your patience. And anyone, anywhere? Any relays? All right, I guess that's a wrap on it there, Todd. We'll, let's see, 25. 8. Okay, this is Victor Alpha 7 Romeo Alpha in the British Columbia Public Service Net, wrapping it up for this evening. Thank you one and all for your check-ins and those giving us a clear frequency. We appreciate that one, of course. And tune in tomorrow evening, 0130 UTC, when John, VE7 Romeo Bravo, via net control. This closes the net this evening at, 1935 or 0235 and 128 check-ins. VE7 GBO, go ahead.
Okay, Roger, you're 128 and 65. Thanks very much, Roly. Good evening to you there. And I presume the relay stations, there was, I don't know if Eric was there. Good evening.